Welcome back. We have four-time Super Bowl champion and everybody's favorite fun times tight end, Rob Gronkowski, back with us. He's set to be honored by the Boston Sports Museum's The Tradition. We're looking at this year's version of the Patriots, though, with Gronk. So, Gronk, I want to ask you, what's your take on Drake May? Do you think he can be a legitimate franchise quarterback for the Patriots?
Oh, yes, no doubt about it. Drake May has been showing some special qualities out there, out on the field. I love the way that he's reading the defense. I love the way that he's leading the team as well. Drake May will definitely be in New England for a long time. I just love his work ethic. I love his background. He just seems like a humble dude. He represents himself very well, and he's going to be, the quarterback of the New England Patriots for quite some time, I see.
And as another tight end, Austin Hooper, said, he's very good at throwing guys open. That's one of the marks, certainly, of an elite quarterback. When you look at another rookie here, it's your former teammate, the head coach, Jerod Mayo. Big shoes to fill for Jerod, Rob, replacing Coach Belichick. What do you think of the job he's done so far?
I think Jerod Mayo has been doing a good job. He walked into a situation that was a rough situation, a situation where no other head coach would really want to walk into. The team was kind of dismantled, disorganized, and the way that he's just being able to handle it and going out there and preparing his guys week in and week out, he has been doing an exceptional job. And I think it got a little blown out of proportion when he said his team is soft that 1 week, a couple weeks ago. And let me tell you, ever since that has happened, these guys have been playing lights out for him and have been playing super hard for head coach Jerod Mayo.
So I heard when Jerod was on the team that at least some of your teammates used to call him Little Belichick or Mini Belichick. A lot of you guys knew he was going to be a coach someday. What was it that you guys saw in him that you said, okay, Jerod's going to be a coach?
Well, he was a captain on the defensive side of the football, and rightfully so. The guy knew the game inside and out. He knew how to call out our plays before the ball was even snapped because he just loved the game so much and just loved studying, film on what we were going to do out there. And even during practice, he would just take the joy of being able to call out what we were going to run next or what play we were running because he was just such a smart player. And he was so good at getting everyone organized on the defensive side of the ball as well, getting everyone in the right place. Say the D lineman, it wasn't in the right place, wasn't in the right gap. He would hurry up and correct them before the ball was snapped. He would get all the secondary in the right place as well. He just knew the defense inside and out. And when you know a defense inside and out like that and you study the game of football, you could tell those guys are the guys that are going to be a coach when they're done playing.
Well, nobody knows the game inside and out like your former coach, Bill Belichick. Do you expect him to get back into the NFL as a coach next season? And also, what do you make of his second career in media? He's been a little critical of Jerod and the Patriots.
Well, let me tell you this. I mean, this guy can go back to coaching at any time. It would just be whatever organization would hire him as a head coach next year would just be lucky to have him. I mean, he's the greatest coach of all time. He knows the game inside and out. He still has a lot left. But here's the question. Does Coach Belichick want to go back to coaching? I feel like he's loving his second career right now. He's all over the media. He's at home just zooming in. All that stress of day-to-day activity while being a head coach is out the window. So it's all up to Coach Belichick. Hey, if he's loving what he's doing now in his second career, he might not go back to coaching. But if he's truly missing coaching, I think there'll be an opening for him for sure to go back because there's already a couple head coaches fired, so there's already some openings. But it's all up to Coach Belichick, I feel like.
Yeah, that's a good point, Rob. He's not the only one on TV every week. Obviously, your guy, Tom Brady, is in the booth for Fox. How would you rate Tom so far as a broadcaster? Is he as good a broadcaster as he was a quarterback?
Tom has been improving every single week, and I knew Tom would be successful at whatever he would do after football. And just to see him improve week in and week out puts a smile on my face. I mean, I remember watching the game last week, and he was just dominating in the booth. He was breaking down plays, breaking down players, and just talking stories, which was so good to see. And just to see that improvement, that's the type of player he was on the field. He wanted to improve every single week, and he's taking that characteristic and he's bringing it to the booth of wanting to improve every week. The job, he is never satisfied until it's done correctly, and that's Tom Brady for you, and he's going to be just getting better every week, week in and week out, and it's fun to see.
We'll get you out on this one, Gronk. I saw you did something very cool. You did some Navy SEAL training, and I wanted to know, could you ever see yourself actually trying to be a Navy SEAL?
Okay. No, I can't see myself being a Navy SEAL. I already put myself through punishment playing 11 years in the NFL. And those Navy SEALs, let me tell you, they ain't nobody to mess with. I mean, they're strong, they're courageous. I love what they do. It's just impressive, man. And I just did a couple of the obstacles on the obstacle course. I did about 1/3 of the obstacle course, and it was tough, man. There's so much brute strength that you got to have. It's impressive what those guys can do, and I'll just let them protect our country, and I'll lay back and keep thanking them.
Well, Gronk, you're always impressive. We appreciate the time. People in New England always like to hear from you, and congratulations on being honored by the tradition.
Thank you, man. I'm excited for the night, man. It's going to be a good night at the tradition.